Okay folks, so now we're going to do an experiment to try and figure out the relationship between and the differences between weight and mass, because they're not the same thing. Now, you say to yourself, how much do I weigh? You're going to say, oh, 7 stone or 50 kilos or something like that. It's not really correct. That's your mass. Mass is how much of you there is. Weight is the force that a mass has because of the effects of gravity. And the device that we use to measure weight is one of these. This is called a Newton scale, Newton meter. And you can see it's got newtons up here. And you can see that this can measure up to 10 newtons. And as I pull on that, you can see I'm compressing the spring and I'm getting a different force here. And we've actually got two of these here that we could use. I've got the yellow one and I've got this sort of beigey brown one. If I tell you that we're going to be measuring the weight of different masses up to 500 grams, which of these two do you think would be the best one to use? Okay, well done if you picked this one, because this goes up to 1 kilogram, so we'll be using about half the scale here. And now I can tell you about the experiment that we're going to do. So here I've got another one of these things hanging here. And here I have a 100 gram mass on a hanger and several other 100 gram masses as well. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding these 100 gram masses to this one at a time and measuring their weight. We know their mass is 100 grams. We're going to measure their weight. Okay folks, so here's the experiment. I've got my Newton meter here. I'm going to add my 100 gram mass on the hanger here and we're going to see what happens. You can see that the spring has been compressed. It now has a reading of 1 Newton for 100 grams. Then I'm going to add the other masses one at a time, so we're going up to 200 grams now. And now we have a reading of about 2 newtons. Up to 300 grams. 3 newtons. I'm beginning to sense a bit of a pattern here. Are you, Mr. McIntyre?
It looks like it.
Looks like it. Let's try 400 grams. What do you think the reading is going to be for 400 grams when you're watching this? Have a think and see if you're right. There's 400 grams and it's about 4 newtons. Who got it right? Now 500 grams and we'll see how many newtons we have. Hey, look at that. 5 newtons. So what's the relationship between mass and weight?